How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the stream. Glad everyone could join me. What has it been, a day or two? Not too long. Hopefully everyone's enjoying their day. Been able to get a little bit more progress on the pages, and I don't know, I'm liking this page. It has a lot of energy and exaggeration and things of that nature. So I'm probably going to be sketching out this page and a second page next to it to kind of get the results that I'm looking for. And I hope you guys will join me as well. Probably won't be playing any music during stream, so you guys can play your own music if you'd like. And yeah. See if I can set up the doc for the YouTube so that I can see. Nope, the dock's still broken. Okay, so I'm just gonna have to pull up YouTube on a separate window. That's fine. Interesting. Okay. Let's put that there, put that there. Loading up some references on a separate screen. But yeah, how you guys feel about the Game Awards? I don't really think there was too many noteworthy things that came out this year, but if that is the case, then that means that Sun Wukong is definitely going to win Game of the Year. And I kind of I don't like that idea because I think people were, I don't know, I feel like Sun Wukong was good. But if I were to compare it to other things that are also good, then it's not as good as people, I don't know, seem to. I don't think people look at kind of like. I think definitely people think about like enjoying something, but I don't think people think about like comparing it to something else that would be considered like a 10 out of 10 or something. Not to say that's the only way to compare something, but it's also like some people be like, yo, this is a masterpiece. And it's like, all right, comparing it to what other masterpiece? Comparing it to what else? Would you say it retains that if you were to do that? If it does, then yeah, probably is one. But either way, people enjoy the game, and that's what's important. And I didn't get a chance to probably play it, but from what I've seen, it's not really all that. But it's cool. I could be just hating. But I do wonder what else actually dropped this year that could even contend with it. I'm going to be changing things around here and there on this, because I might want this to be changed here and there, like this pose. I think I have a. That's better. Okay. But yeah, we have Halo waking up, and Hakeem kind of speaking to him about the strategy they're gonna have going into their next fight or challenge, and basically it's kind of like things are riding on the card he draws essentially, because if he can kind of get what they're looking for, then he might be able to stand a chance even better. Be able to do better in the fight, and they can kind of be over with their quests and kind of be able to kind of move on. I wonder what will happen next. So he has a rounded color on the shirt. Not even on the right layer. Okay. I used to have like this little thing with I guess it was a design that I thought was okay, but I don't think so any longer. I used to have like this little white part in this crotch area here, and then I was like, wait, that doesn't look right. For multiple reasons. I was just like, yeah, there's no point in keeping that going. Time to just change that on the fly. Glad I got a little better. There's no point in even having it. So it doesn't really add anything to the design. Probably also gonna replace this bubble that's here at the bottom and do something else with it. Probably just gonna have on some white socks, indicate a little bit of form, and just keep it moving. See here, start adding in some of the panels. Okay, so I'll see what I should probably do is just cut things off around here. Maybe I need to make them a little smaller. Yeah, I think I want to go all the way down with this one. Okay. Kind of refine some things over here before I leave and go to a different panel. Hmm. I think that's most of the detail that I need for the scene. Don't think that face is gonna work. Oh crap. I always forget when I flip the screen, when I flip the canvas, because I have the asymmetrical design. I have to make sure I'm on the exact side I need to be on. Not a big deal though. I think I'm gonna change the sequence of these panels where I basically take the expression, move it down lower. There's going to be probably two more panels where there's going to be close-ups of him kind of shuffling the cards and one of him drawing the card. So I actually think I can put that in this one where he's literally looking at the card he drew. Does that work again? Yeah, so his thumb will be on the other side. This will be the card. Now I'm gonna look for those references that I have set up over here. I only really need one where shuffling is happening. I'm not the greatest at hands, but you just, if you practice like every single day, I guess eventually you get better. Because, yeah, things like this used to take me forever. And I guess even now it's not, I'm not lightning speed. This isn't done one go and I'm zooming past, but things definitely feel a lot more natural than they used to. Even in this very early stage. I knew this was going to be difficult. So this hand isn't the most readable, I would say. And I'm trying to figure out how to make it a little bit better, but I might just have to get a different reference. Okay, not bad. Okay. I don't think the cards are as readable in this position. So, I'm currently listening to, which you guys can't hear because I guess I'll blame YouTube. One day I'll learn how to divert the audio away from YouTube so that Twitch can kind of hear it, since I'm streaming to both of those at the moment. But I have the reference on the screen a certain way, and I'm listening to what is this called? Star Wars: The Clone Wars. Um, the Gendy Tartakovsky version. I hadn't seen it in a while. And oh hey Chauncey. Oh dang it. I knew I'd see. Should have that screen up. Now what's up? But I'm listening to it because I'm not oh well, I wasn't watching it, now I can see it now. But Gendy Tartakovsky is definitely one of my favorite directors. It really feels like he knows what he's doing with the I don't know, just making something not waste the budget, utilizing the talent correctly. Um, things definitely have a creative vision. It's just it's just a fun watch, enjoyable, very much. So let's see here. So I want to have this be last in a 3 panel sequence on the side. I'm going to have a small middle panel in between before they kind of look at the card. I think that would be cool. But yeah, I enjoyed his work on Samurai Jack, and I definitely have enjoyed most of his other work. I haven't seen everything by him yet, but definitely enjoy Gindy's work. It's too bad he probably won't really. Well, dang, he can't. Cartoon Network is kind of gone now, isn't it? As crazy as that seems. Cartoon Network is gone. I guess that means Adult Swim is gone. I mean, the best we got now is, well, like with most people, you can just kind of put together something to kickstart and just go on Kickstarter and see if you can get it funded. But that's going to require a decent budget if he wants to do another show. I think he finished Primal. I forget how many seasons that was, and I've seen some of Primal, and still top-notch storytelling, top-notch action sequences and things of that nature. Um, yeah, still good work. But I haven't checked out the one he did after Primal. I forget the name of that one. It had an interesting long name or something. I think it has something to do with like, I think it was like characters kind of reincarnated and stuff like that from the past or something like that. Yeah, want to check that out eventually. So something like this. think I wanna, yeah, so I think I have a drawing over here. I'm gonna turk this to turn that off. So you're gonna have the thumb here. Okay, so I'm gonna move the hand up a little bit. Actually, how does that move? That feels better. And I can kind of, let me see. I'll like warp that. Oh cool, you can always create points here. Vertical points. Okay. That's funny. It's a little better. I wonder, does that have part 2 on here? That was part 1. Where is part 2? So this might be all I need here. Might need to add a hand at the bottom. But for the most part, this might be all I need as far as imagery goes. Thought so. Let's see what that hand would look like. Okay, kind of. I don't like that. Maybe he's grabbing it on the side. I think that looks a little bit better. Okay. Might have to extend. No, I can just move all this up. About there should be fine. Cool. Okay, so this one I should definitely switch their positions. So I'm just go ahead and do like a little sketch out of it here. I think they're gonna have where the legs get cut off a certain way. I don't know, it looks too short there. Okay, and I would like to probably make this a bit smaller so I have more room for some text. I'm still. I just chose to put back on part one because I wasn't really paying attention to it of Star Wars: The Clone Wars, and it's funny how much like the sound design is considered. I guess it's kind of like, okay, you got this action adventure show. It has these iconic things about it, like the lightsaber and all these other things, right? And it gives you all that, but it also is like, what we're not going to do is write a bunch of plot. No, write a bunch of dialogue, right? Because they don't want to take the plot, obviously, from George Lucas's movies, because I believe these things came out before the movies came out. So they're making sure they don't step on George's toes. They have their own little plot that they can kind of follow, but don't overdo things. Um, and I guess that's just what makes it so fun. Um, but basically, you're getting Gendy after he's probably finished, if not most of, all of, well, technically not all of, because he came back for Samurai Jack and kind of did that. What was it? The fifth season, I believe. Um, came back into that last season, but this guy has all the expertise of directing that level of a show. So what I'm really saying is kind of not fair. You know, it's he doesn't have to build Jack to work. You know, he doesn't have to do those things. He kind of is working with something that has already been art department to death. You know, this thing already has a cool factor visually. In fact, I think Star Wars has probably one of the best visual aesthetics there is in my opinion. It's just really good. The art department for Star Wars is very good. But I just like the way this stuff is directed. Honestly, it just feels smart. It feels like you cut out all the fat, if you will, and you know exactly what you were trying to do with it. And it's like every, I don't know, minute or two, there's more action. Okay, there's missiles, there's blades, there's space combat, there's grounded combat, there's lightsabers, there's the force, there's, and they're just, you know, they're just going. They're just doing a lot of cool stuff. Joey Yukio meme. Perfect. I think this isn't the pose. Well, let me see here. I don't think this is the pose I'll go for. I think I'll go for a different one here. But for the most part, kind of got what I was looking for. Character wakes up. They talk for a bit about their plan. Know that their plan is riding on this card that he draws. He's like, oh yeah, I'll see about that. Grabs the deck of cards, starts to shuffle them, gets a little worried because like he's like, you know, what if he doesn't draw a good card? They basically get up. Dude gets up. He gets up and reads the card, checks out what the what it says on the card, and then it looks like it's favorable. Well, things are gonna progress. We'll see how they progress afterwards, but yeah. But that's what I got for you guys today. Not such a long stream today, but I hope a decent one. Maybe in hindsight, maybe looking back, maybe you guys will like this one. Pretty chill. Not too much conversating. Sorry if I missed your comments in the comment section. Still having weird difficulties with OBS plugin. It's just not allowing the YouTube. What is this called? The YouTube docking of the chat. It just doesn't work. It's not working. So I've got to figure out a setup where I can be okay with that and just kind of maybe use less screens. Or maybe what I can, no, I have to use this setup to kind of see people speak. Maybe what I can do is delete it and bring it back or something. I don't know. But yeah. Thanks so much for coming through to the stream. Really appreciate it. If you guys are watching the video instead of watching it live, I also appreciate you guys as well. The comic I'm working on is called The Divinity, and one day I'll make some sort of banner for it on the videos. But it is an action adventure shonen style manga of a comic, and you guys can read it on webtoon for free. There's over 150 pages now available on that site and other places where you can find it. And if you guys would like to support the comic, you guys can go to my Patreon. I have several tiers, mainly 3 tiers right now, with a 4th being like a more experimental tier. The first tier is a $1 tier, and it basically gets you sketches that I've worked on. It's kind of like a tip jar, but more it's just a $1 tier. You get like I said, a bunch of sketches. The second tier is a $5 tier. It is basically the comic book tier. You get just got a notification. You get oh, no wonder. You get on the $5 tier, you get access to be able to see pages before they're completely done and upload it anywhere else online. You'll get double the amount of pages that you get for free. So if you see 4 pages that come out during a month, you'll get 8 pages. And you pay $5 for that. You also have access to illustrations as well as write-ups on those. So I'll be doing like little articles, if you will, of each thing that I'm working on, what I'm thinking about as I'm working on it, kind of figuring out, values, color choices, influences, and all that type of stuff. The third tier is a $6 tier, just one more dollar, and you get behind the scenes for that. You get storyboards. You get storyboards. You get rough drawings of the comic. You also get inks of the comic, digital or physical ones, as far as like when I was doing things more traditionally. So you get all that. Basically, it's just behind the scenes and whatnot like that for the comic, and also for the illustrations. I'll also be working on some tutorials and whatnot over time. And the 4th one is something that it's kind of like a review slash critique, where I can go through a couple pages or a chapter or whatever it is that you would like me to check out. I can review it for you and give you kind of like some pointers here and there. If you guys see anything that I'm doing and you might want some tips, some pointers, that's more like a $15 tier. Um, because when it comes to the other tiers, most of that stuff I've archived so I can kind of upload it at will, and I'm only allowing like 4 people per month to be able to join that one because I want to be able to sit down and actually make sure you guys get enough time and effort put into these reviews, since those are the things that I actually have to be present for, other than finding something in a folder to be able to upload to you guys to you guys to be able to access. I have to actually, schedule time, read over people's work, make sure that I'm, understanding what you're going for, maybe how I can help you guys with some assistance. I'll even, throw you guys some references or some ideas or movies you might want to check out or anything like that, stuff that you might not be thinking about. And yeah, I think I'd be able to be helpful if you guys see something that I'm doing that you guys might want pointers on directly, right? So yeah, if any of that will be helpful for you guys, definitely support me on Patreon. Other than that, peace everyone. I'll see you guys in the next one.